I'm Miss Bryant, and I teach physics at Capel High School.
I'm Travis Washman, and I am the GT English 9 teacher, and I'm also the Academy teacher for AP English 3.
Yeah, absolutely. The QR codes that are like on the ceiling and under the tables, sometimes we'll start off with a seek and find the QR code for the bell ringer at the first of the class. So it's always been a challenge to have kids find it. It's kind of hard to say at this point in time whether I'm more successful. With the iPads, this year has been like liberating as far as ideas that you always had as a teacher, and we're like, yeah, it'd be great to really try that, but really we're kind of constrained by the technology. So having everybody have their iPad, it just is unlimited to move about, have them listen to things individually. Differentiated learning, like I can have somebody else do some reading and doodling on their iPad, or watching a video, or taking an online quiz or something like that.
And yeah, I think the Genius Hour actually increases engagement. It allows students to tap into their creative potential, whereas a lot of times class gets redundant, and sometimes the students want to close down. But the 20 Time Project, or the Genius Hour Project, gives the students an opportunity to work with projects that they're interested in at their own levels. And it's my way of kind of secretly applying English to those areas of interest, and having them present their information through a sales pitch. At the end of the year, they do a TED Talk, which is where they get to take all of the information that they've learned throughout the year and present it in a really organized manner. So I've noticed that kids get a lot more interested in it, and they also find new ways to solve old problems, and sometimes they find new problems that people just haven't found yet. So it's an interesting project. I think that since I started teaching, I've always embraced the idea of the facilitator role, which is actually something that Capel really embraces, and I love that, because when I teach, I typically say, I take it as a creative process, like a writing project. I start off with brainstorming, and I come up with some ideas, and then I go, okay, here are the standards that the state says I have to teach. Here are the things that the school says I have to teach. Now I want to find a way for the kids to take control of this and really teach themselves. And all I'm going to do is steer them in the right direction. And so I take that facilitator role really, really seriously. And I think the 20 Time Project gives me the perfect outlet for that. So they really just melded together.